Supposed to be bringing on a Zoom. We've been working with the Zoom. Y'all just understand when I say the Zoom and the system. But you know what? We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out.
Yeah.
But man, I want to just talk about yet another day. Black man was lynched. Last night, just last night, we've been protesting for weeks, and y'all still killing us.
They don't understand. They're not getting it. They're not understanding the whole concept of stop the violence.
It's like, do you see a black man shoot first? Ask questions later. We had a young brother last night, trying to get his name, Rayshard Brooks, was at Wendy's. Granted, they said they found him in his car asleep. I don't know if he was drunk, intoxicated. You know, I think he was pulled over in the middle of the way. Cars were trying to go around him, but he was asleep, passed out, drunk. Now, we just had this again, just here in Arizona, just a few weeks ago, where a man was on the side of the expressway, asleep in his car, drunk, and lost his life.
And that's telling you
This
that,
is what we're talking about.
right, and that's telling you that we got people that don't care about what we look like. They just want to get rid of us any old way that they can.
Because it's lawful for them. The Atlanta police chief that, was chief, has stepped down now over this.
Yeah, I seen that.
Like, that was quick. That was like overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Mayor Bottoms ain't playing. She is not playing out there. Then I love how you have Black Lives Matter paintings on the streets and popping up in different states, different cities. But last night we lost another one. So let's say his name, Rayshard Brooks.
Yes.
It's yet another one.
That's crazy.
So I know, y'all may have talked about, y'all heard, what's going on with NASCAR lately. It's like the funniest thing ever. Do we have the Zoom in yet? No. To me, it's the funniest thing. As soon as they said with NASCAR, we are getting rid of the Confederate flag, I knew then they was gonna lose their minds.
They doing something over there.
All you guys got to do is go to NASCAR and just read the threads. These folks mad. These folks big mad. Wait, there was one guy. Boy, I even had to grab the picture right quick. The gentleman's name is Ray Cicerelli. Whatever. Went on Twitter and said, "I'd like to announce that because of what y'all doing, I'm retiring from NASCAR after this season. I cannot drive a car for a league that won't allow my special flag." Guess what NASCAR said? It tickled my soul, brothers. It tickled my soul. NASCAR had to come on there and say, "Hey, we actually had to Google you to figure out who you were. I'm sure your dozens of fans are real sad about your crusade to defend participation trophies and what." NASCAR said, we don't even know who you are. So you know what? Take you and your two fans and chuck the deuces. It's a beautiful day when we can infiltrate so many places, so many things. This just shows you how powerful the black dollar, the black movement, black people, the black initiative, black business, black anything is powerful. Don't let these fools tell you any otherwise. They have taken from us thousands of years, thousands, 100,000 years have taken from us, robbed us, pillaged us. But not no more. After this time period, we're at what? Is this the 16th week? Don't quote me on that we're protesting. 19th week that we're protesting. Like, it's still going.
Yeah.
It is still going. And we're not going to stop. It's so bad that Starbucks said, "You know what? We don't, day one, we don't want you wearing Black Lives Matter shirts. We don't want you represent Black Lives Matter anyway at our stores for employees. Don't wear it. Don't, no face mask wearing it. Ooh, when you say Black Twitter went ham. The very next day, Starbucks came back and recanted their story. Said, "Screw." Wait a minute. Hold up. We apologize. We don't want your apology. You said what you said already.
Mm-hmm.
You said what you said. But no, the next day, Starbucks came back and said, you know what? We recant our story. Black Lives Matter. I cannot make this stuff up. This is what's literally happening. And unfortunately, we're living in a society where we still, at 2020, have to prove that our lives matter. I get mad when you sit up there and try to say Black Lives Matter and someone else come up and say, well, all lives matter. You know what? Damn it, you're right. By Willikers, George, you are absolutely correct. All lives do matter. Guess what? Black Lives Matter got it first before all lives can matter. You can't sit up there and stay on your high horse that all lives matter. Y'all know damn well that all lives don't matter. Y'all brought us here. We ain't come here voluntarily. We didn't get on no cruise boat and say, you know what? We want to go see America. All its glory. You know what? They said they got a one-way trip over to the new land. You know what? Let's go hop on board. No, they ain't say none of that.
No, they didn't say nothing like that.
They ain't say none of that.
What they say?
We were taken, robbed, pillaged, forced over here to United States of America.
Mm.
Or back then, New England, new colonies.
Right.
The American project, the test. We were brought here. And out of all those years, 400, since 1619, matter of fact, we got, I keep saying this to myself, but there's this young lady that I definitely want to talk to, that is her family. It was one of the first African-American families to marry in 1619.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got to get on the horn. We had an interview with her right before coronavirus hit. We got to get that interview back. That was it was going to be an amazing interview. We're gonna work on that. To our AZ No fans, we're gonna work on that. I'm step my game up. I'm gonna say it's my fault. Okay, we're gonna get that interview going. But hers is like the first family that came over here off the boat 1619, and that's how long since 1619 till now.
Right.
June 13th, 2020. We still ain't got nothing. Now they want to say, oh, well, some African Americans, some black people made it, some are living exceptionally well. You know what? You're absolutely right. I'm not even going to knock that. They are. Some people actually did make it. How did they make it? You really want to ask yourself that question. How?
How did they make it?
Was it easy for them? No. You know that a black person who made it had to work 12, 15, 100 times more than the average white person,
right? Just
to get where they at and be successful, and have a little success, not even whole big success, have a little bit of success, just a little bit. We have to fight our way. I was always told growing up, you have to be better, you have to work harder, you have to be stronger. These are just realities that we've had to live with our whole lives, or we have to grow up. That, like they say, to talk. You have that talk when you're a kid about how to deal with the police. We're bringing it back to the main topic of, with the police. We've been taught and conditioned at an early age to basically smile and say yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
In so many
words.
That's
what it's about.
Just smile, shut up, nod your head, and make sure you come back home.
And that's all they want us to do.
That's all they want us to do. Just, yes, sir. No, sir. If we give them any type of lip, it's like, it's what is it? Our First Amendment right? Freedom of speech? Just because I say F you to the cop doesn't mean I got to get pushed in the ground, shoved. I have my own incidents. There's not one black person on the face of this earth that can't say at one point in their life that they had something racial happen to them. I've had my own dealings with the police. I was drugged out of my house. gunpoint, shoved to the ground. You know how they say their knee in your neck? They've been doing that a long time, brother.
Yeah,
I've seen
videos. And
this
stuff,
was back in, I know it was before 2005.
Mm-hmm.
It was between 2003, 2004, 2005, somewhere in that era.
Right.
Someone falsely called and said there was a woman screaming in my house.
Mm.
Now, mind you, it was me and my 2 kids in the house.
Mm-hmm.
They were babies asleep. I'm in my house chilling, watching TV. I don't even think I was watching something where a woman would even remotely scream.
Mm-hmm.
I get a knock on the door. Random. It was just like 11, 12, something, 1 in the morning. It was late. When I say it was late, and you get a random knock on your door, like, man, who is this?
Right.
So I get up and I go look, and I can see, something moving, right? And so I'm like, man, who is it? Nobody said anything, right? And I said, well, who is it? And then all of a sudden they said, hey, this is Park Forest Police Department. Can you open your door? I was like, wait, what? And me not realize it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking something's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Where they knocking on my door, it's something in the morning or late at night. Open the door. Next thing you know, grab me, pull me out the house. I didn't know what was going on. Guns drawn. All of a sudden, police are everywhere, jumping out of bushes, jumping out of everywhere. It was like, man, where all y'all coming from? Mind you, I said I saw something moving out there. All of a sudden it was just a. Where is she? Gun to my head. Where is she? Where is she? Tell us where she is right now. Like, who are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. But we were guilty till proven innocent.
Mm.
I mean, they ran through my house, looked, and I kept telling them, it's just me and my kids here. My kids are upstairs asleep. I'm chilling.
Mm-hmm.
They found out nobody was in the house. Do you think I got an apology?
Nope.
Mm-mm. Oh, we're sorry. Oh, they ain't say they're sorry, but we got a call about what they say. There was a woman screaming in the house, and it's like, y'all did all that. And I told y'all there was nobody here with me and my kids. No apologies. We got the wrong house, or someone called. It was a mistake. Someone called. We were just going off of the call. It's always a reason. You fit the description. We're going off the call.
Yeah, just like what was that? Jay Farrell. He fit the description.
Oh my God, I saw that one. Comedian Jay Farrell. Like the man is just trying to be out there exercising. And he had on his headphones.
Right.
Now, what if they would have said you did not listen to our commands?
Mm-hmm.
The man had on headphones. I'm sitting there getting choked up. I saw that, and I was like, we are one of those. We are influencers. We are radio personality. We are people in the industry.
Right.
He is an entertainment industry. He is a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Any one of us can be that next victim, can be that next person. And it is that easy. They don't care about you. It goes back to what I was saying earlier. How we've been here for so long. Yes, you have a handful of people that made it, but guess what? How did they make it? That goes back to that earlier statement. You have a man that is of stature. Well known. Stature. And yet he is messing with the police. Even one of the senators that was African American was arrested at one of the rallies a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
There was I think it's the same guy, but there was a Republican, black Republican senator on the news yesterday. I was just sitting there watching it, and he was even saying, even though he's in as a Republican, that he can't even count on his hands how many times he's been stopped by the police, messed with by the police, been in racist situations by people, because people don't really realize who he is. They don't realize I'm your senator. They see this first. We need to get past seeing this first. Then maybe things can change.
Well, when that day come, I done got about $2 trillion.
So they're revisiting reparations.
Oh man, see, oh man. Now, if they did that, that would be that would be something, because look at this. Now, if everybody, I know for a fact they're not going to give everybody $350,000. They ain't gonna do that.
You know what they can start by doing? And I think Ice Cube said this a few years ago. That why don't y'all start by not having us pay taxes? no taxes for African Americans. Anybody with an ounce of African American blood, no taxes. Meaning I want to pay taxes when I get my check. I don't want to pay taxes if I have we should have like a certain bank that we bank with something that states when I swipe my card, while attached to my social security number, you ain't finna take no tax.
Man.
Not one tax. Housing. When we pay taxes on our houses, I want to pay not one tax. If you start there, 90, like you said, what if they can't give everybody $350,000? But I bet you they could turn off the taxes.
Yeah, they can. They can.
That will save so much money. That right there, just in eliminating taxes for every African American, will start to build generational wealth.
Yeah.
Just by the taxes.
Yeah.
I think you guys were talking about that on the last show, how they keep taxing us, they taxes on our tax, you know, you're dead, they tax you when you're dead.
Right.
Stop the taxes. Ice Cube said it the best, stop the taxes. I gotta go back to it, but so the African American reparation bill passes California Assembly, meaning a proposed to establish a task force. It's just a task force. They're just talking about it. But you know what? This is good, because if none of this would have happened, we would not have. Because they've had this in the system or the courts for a long time. You know that. You know that they've been talking about reparations for as long as we've been alive.
Right.
And it's been revisited. It has never got this far where we can at least get a task force passed in the assembly to move forward. So just to read off what it says, a proposal to establish a task force to study and prepare recommendations for how to give reparations to African Americans passes the California Assembly on Thursday. The bill advanced with a 56-5 vote as protests nationwide over police brutality re-energized the movement for racial justice and activist press for sweeping reforms. So my thing is, at least we can talk about it.
Right.
At least we can revisit it.
Bring it to the table.
You know, we all wanted our 40 acres and a mule.
Hey, give us that and
Give us some land.
yeah.
Give us some land that we can. I'll take 40 acres and a mule.
I'll say this. Give us what is due that you took from us. There you go.
That's it. That's all you want? You want nothing else? You want nothing
I
else?
don't want nothing else. Just give me what you took from me. Yep.
You done took my cornbread.
Hey, you know.
Here's your cornbread back.
Cause look at it, man. They done took what my my land. They done took my They done took my land. They done took my money. They done took a lot of stuff from me.
Man. And then you're going back to how powerful this movement is right now. How powerful this Black Lives Matter movement is right now. Now we all know Trump for the last few days talking about he was going to have his first political, I guess, as running for president re-election. He was going to have it on Juneteenth.
Yeah.
At a
June,
rally
June
in Tulsa,
Right.
Oklahoma.
Right, June 19th.
Y'all know that man canceled that, right?
Why? Why? Because he was getting all that backlash. You know.
It's too powerful right now.
Hey,
You
look.
cannot sit up here and say that this movement is powerful right now.
Oh, man.
This is global. It's not even this area, this city, this county. Man, it's not even this state. It's not even the United States of America. It is global.
Worldwide. That's right.
And so when they finally say a change has come, I think a change has come.
I think it has come, but at the same time, we still got a lot of work to do.
Oh, we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
I have never, nowhere near said that we are done. But has a change come?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The winds have changed. And now people see. Because what happens is, this stuff we know happens all the time.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. I've been followed in the store. I filmed people following me in the store. I filmed it.
Hurry up and buy. Hurry up and buy.
Yeah, that stuff is real. They don't understand. And I'm not, your quintessential hood, guy. I'm not, rough around the edges, all that good stuff, or hard from the streets. Man, look, I'm from the burbs, all right? I'm from the suburbs But you know what? They don't care about that. They see my black skin.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised around white people. All my neighbors were white.
Yeah.
I was one of the first African Americans on the block where I grew up at. My dad was the first, he's still alive, he's still with us, but he was the first black African American firefighter for the city of Hays Crest that we grew up in.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first. This was like, what, 86? And he was the first.
Mm-hmm.
So I was one of those kids. You know who my daddy is? You know who my daddy is? Got me in so much trouble. I got pulled over. Matter of fact, I was in Country Club Hills at the time. This was like a city next to Hazel Crest where I grew up at.
Mm-hmm.
The very next city over, I'm driving in the car. I got one of the homies with me. You know, it's like one of them good songs come on. I'm dancing. You know, you just dancing in the car. You vibing, riding, chilling. Next thing you know, this truck SUV come with tinted windows, come drive by me, and then next thing you know, pulls us over. Talking about we were flashing up gang signs at them. They wound up being undercover cops,
Mm-hmm.
and they said they pulled us over because we were throwing up gang signs. And oh, what, y'all thought that because we were in a truck that was tinted out, y'all thought we was gang members? I'm like, first off, I was dancing in the car. They did not believe me.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't believe me until I say, you know who my daddy is?
Mm-hmm.
That's what. But a lot of people don't have that kind of privilege.
No.
A lot of Africans do not have that. My dad was well known at all the police chiefs, police, sergeants, commanders, firefighter chiefs, all that. My dad was well known in the community. The only reason why I got in so much trouble, you know who my daddy is?
Do you know who my daddy is? Y'all better look out.
I couldn't even go to a state where I would get recognized as soon as I say my name. Wit. Oh, you one of them wits from Indiana? You one of them wits?
You one of them wit boys, huh?
One of them wits. I can't go nowhere. I was at a church out here. Excuse me. I was at a church. Random. He said, hey, you one of them senior wits out of Indiana? Man, I know your family. I know your auntie, Sheila Hutchinson from the Emotions. That's your auntie. Yeah, that's my auntie. Yeah. I know your auntie.
That's my auntie, y'all.
But anyway, I'm going off subject. All I'm saying is, we're at a point where we should not have to beg for our freedom and just the essentials way of life. We shouldn't have to beg.
No, I don't see that. I don't see. Well, I've never really begged for anything. Only,
It's because you're from the suburbs too.
No, I'm not from the suburbs. I didn't have that privilege, But at the same time, one thing that my family had taught us was we have to work for what we get.
Oh yeah.
So, and that's one thing that I do now is that, if I'm down, if I need something, I'll go out there and I'll work for it. So whatever I have to do to work for it, that's what I'll do. Hey.
Y'all remember this, because this is an election year.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all remember everything that these Republicans are doing. Now, granted, the Democrats had to slip up too. Let's not bypass what happened.
What you talking about?
The day that they all wear those African garbs
those
and went to kneeling and throwing up fists. And
yeah.
I was so embarrassed. Like, you know what?
But look, okay.
I get where you're coming from.
Okay, but look, something like that.
We'll give you a pass, but
that one can get a little
like
pass compared to what's going on with the other ones now.
Don't embarrass yourself.
So that's
we still gonna vote for you,
right?
Okay, first off,
man,
Biden, we still gonna vote for you. Just have your peoples don't do that, okay? Because we're just gonna choke it up to y'all. Y'all try.
Mm-hmm.
We understand what you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Perfect example. A lot of times, it's not about racism.
Mm-hmm.
It's about sure fact of they just don't understand.
They mean well.
When you hear people say that there's no systemic, I can't even say the words, systematic racism in police, there's no systematic racism in, money or housing, that's a lie. We know that's a lie. We know there's systematic racism.
Mhm.
So it goes back to some people have so much money
Mhm.
that they just don't know. They grew up around a certain area where black folks were not even allowed, they just don't know. This is where education comes in at. You know how everybody say educate yourself, educate. Well, guess what? Around the world, as of right now, they are getting the biggest education they've ever had in their
Oh
life.
yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. This is one tutorial that you can't, hide from.
No, this is one of those where you go work at a new job and they show you those videos that you got to watch before you can get hired on.
Oh yeah,
That's
yeah,
what's
yeah.
happening right now. They're watching one of those videos. And every time they turn on the news, they gotta watch another video. And that's why they mad. Bro, I know we talked about this on the other show with Dre on Say Sports, but it hit me because I never even really thought about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we know it's there,
Mhm.
but we never really thought about it. How there's so many Karens.
Oh yeah.
There's so many
Yeah.
Karens. Like, what's up
Right.
with all these Karens popping up everywhere? Why is all of a sudden
Pop up Karen.
Papa Karen? We even had heard the slap heard around the world. Came right here from Arizona. It was the slap.
And then how her husband came on there to apologize for her.
That was the funniest thing. He was up crying, and you know the first thing they want to talk about is mental health. Well, she needs to go in the hospital. She's mentally ill. No, Karen. But no, the reason why I brought that up is because a lot of people don't realize that back in the day, especially in the slave era time, things like that, it was the women
Right.
that were worse. You know, the men were 9 times out of 10 out working somewhere, out making the money, traveling, out at the state house, whatever, out at the men's club. And guess who was at home with them slaves? The women. Pushing all that hatred. You know, doing things to the black man, black woman, having them nurse their babies, having the black women nurse their babies.
Mm-hmm.
It was the white woman. It was the Karens that was pushing for. They were at the front of the line. Where when the Confederacy, guess who was at the front lines protesting? We still want our slaves. It was the white woman.
Y'all heard it here. That's right.
And this is why the Karens are popping up everywhere, because they're losing their grasp.
Yeah.
Things that they could have done in back in the day when there wasn't no cameras,
Mm-hmm.
they can't do that no more.
Yeah.
But you know what? It's like the discussion is getting real. This is a real time period that we're in. But we got about 3 minutes left. We got to wrap it up.
Yeah.
We're so glad that you guys are tuning in to AZ and Know on Icon Radio, the #1 online radio station in Arizona. Thanks for tuning in once again. You make sure you can find us on that Fire Stick, AZ and Know. You can find us on iHeartRadio. You can find us on iTunes, podcasts, Spotify. Make sure y'all tune in. Make sure y'all check out online at azandknow.com. You know, check out the merch.
Get the merch, y'all.
Yeah, we got cups. You know what? No, we got cups so y'all can sip that tea right now. There you go. Sip that tea. That's happening right now. Every time a business want to say they don't support Black lives, well, you know what? You know what to do, Facebook. You know what to do, Black
Go ahead
Twitter.
and comp that.
Go ahead, cop that. How much is that?
Go ahead and get that.
How much is that cup?
This is what, 20, 25?
About $20. Get you a nice AZ and Know cup. Got the Larville and Floyd face on there, so you can sip from your coffee in the morning, or you can sip tea while you look at camera.
Come on now. Just don't drop it when you hear that slap.
Just don't drink. Just don't drink. But you know what? It's a real time period. We just
Yeah.
need everybody to be safe, everybody to be careful, because as we just learned from last night, we are still losing our lives. We are still fighting the good fight. We are well. I can't. It's not even a good fight. That didn't sound right.
We're still fighting, y'all. The battle is not over.
I just had to check myself. That wasn't even the right content to say.
The battle is still going.
Battle is still going.
But hey, as long as we stick together, work with one another, help one another, bring one another up, hey, we can get through this thing.
And I think we will. Like I said at the beginning, change. is in the air. Feel it. Can you feel it?
I can feel the change.
I can feel the change.
The change.
You know, I even took my son out with me to one of the protests just so he can experience it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? While we're talking about that, one thing we want to talk about right before we get out, we got down to 2 minutes left. Arizona was listed as one of the highest as far as coronavirus.
Yeah.
New coronavirus infections, or whatever you want to call it. Arizona's the highest right now.
Right.
So please be safe. Please still wear your mask. You know what? Check out the AZ and the No mask. We have them.
There you go.
We have the AZ and the No mask.
AZ in the know.
It will be on the website.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check out the merch.
Check it out now. Come on.
You thought I was gonna forget about that? You thought I was
No.
gonna forget about that? I saw the mask and like, where's mine at? Go ahead, put it on for us for the one time. Look at that. AZ in the know, keeping the community in the know what's going on. So we gotta keep you in the know.
Go ahead and
keep you safe.
Go ahead and get yours now. AZ in the know.
Go
Come
ahead
on
and
now.
get that
Get that
mask.
merch.
But you know, for real though, be safe. You know, still continue to wear the mask. We're still in the epidemic right now. They're talking about wanting to shut down the state again. So the only thing you can do, one, stay home. If you ain't really got to go kick it, stop going to these clubs. We're not out the woods yet, people. Just because we're out there protesting, please be safe.
That's right.
And this was Larvell, Estop, Whit, and Floyd on AZ in the Know. Bring back the music. Let's go. Until next time.
Until next time, folks. Stay woke.
Thanks, stay woke. Keep it on.
Coming through this.